the Joker Nomad. Okay, so I've had this knife for 10 months or so, and to be honest, it's not had quite enough use for me to do a proper review, but I've been getting asked questions. So this is the smaller version. And the grain's quite twisty on this piece of pine. Oh, it's struggling with this. You see the twist on this. So this convex grind, seriously thick. It's intended to be a very hard use knife. And this is not a piece of wood that I should really be battening through with a knife with this grain. It's only pine, but look at the twist in the grain. So yeah, this is the smaller version. N695 steel, 5 inches length. Have we got something that I can make a reasonable feather stick out of? Makes lovely, lovely feathers. Look at the feathers. Look at the thickness. Can you see that? The edge has been holding up phenomenally well. Okay, this video is going to be a short. I'm going to turn this into a full length video because it's I'm really failing. I mean, the use this has had, it's had a couple of trips into the forest, it's been to the plot. Hang on, how long have I had it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's been over a year. I remember taking it to the plot, and to put it to the test for a bit, I battened through a whole ton of firewood. And
not literally a ton, but a lot.
And I've still never sharpened it, but I've not been using it regularly because I've been testing out other knives, and also a lot of the testing I do for reviews I do at work, and it's too big. It's too big to be carrying to work for the... I don't need something big and hefty. I need a smaller utility knife when I'm working. Let's see if we can do something finer. Yes, there we go. Some nice fine curls there. The handle could be a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, so I figured I'd better do a little bit of a video about this knife because I've been getting asked questions, and I've had it a while. But I think it's just the fact that I've never sharpened it. This is still the factory edge. It's still holding phenomenally well. So I've been doing a lot of battening with it, and I really don't think that battening, I think cross battening really dulls your knife, but I think actually splitting, I think once you get past the initial split, I'm not sure if you can see, but you've got the split and the edge of the knife isn't actually touching anything. So it's only the actual initial opening of the wood where the edge touches the wood at all. After that, particularly with a knife of this thickness, after that, yeah, the edge isn't actually touching anything. It's just the thickness of the knife that's forcing everything apart. And I do actually think that the larger version is probably a better bet, because obviously a bigger knife, I always like to carry a large cutting tool and a small cutting tool, so you know, an axe and a poker for example, and this is in between, so this is more of a one tool option, which isn't really my thing, but yeah, it's a bit of jimping at the top there, kind of high convex grind. It does actually slice vegetables surprisingly well. The sheath, let's have a look at the sheath. So we've got a chunk of plastic in there, a hefty chunk of plastic that really grips onto the blade. The retention is really good, and there's a couple of studs there that you can take off and put it on your belt. People worry about these on joker sheaths. I've never had any issues on any joker knife of them coming off on my belt, other than this one. I've actually glued these down. You could also replace them with proper rivets. It'd be easy enough to do. But the issue I have is when I draw the knife out, that's when these come undone. Yeah, really nicely made sheath, as is usually the way with joker knives. And yeah, there we go. I'm not sure as to the thickness. I mean, that looks like 6mm, and something 6mm that'll slice vegetables. I mean, I'm really impressed with the grind on this, and with the edge retention. But like I say, it's not had all that much use. I wasn't intending on doing a review of this yet, but I'll maybe do another secondary one when I've actually beaten it up a bit more and actually dulled the blade. Also, for a knife for this kind of use, I think the Mikata scales would be a better option than the wood ones. It's just a little bit more durable, and this is a knife that's built for heavy work, to my mind. I could just sit here and make feather sticks all day. I was supposed to be going ice hole fishing. Maybe I still will. Okay, well, can you actually see me? Here I am. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, and I'll see you all again soon for another Kookily Bushcraft video. Bye for now. In case you were wondering, I don't like Oh, there we go. I was just saying, in case you're wondering, my feather sticks aren't good enough for doing that.